Good evening, folk. What's happening with everybody? It's late as hell. I've been shooting a lot of videos late because I don't know, I seem to be staying up later these days. But anyway, I'm TC. This is I.O.B.A. So, I'm down here in Florida. We still in the goddamn zombie apocalypse, and and Donald Trump is going to come to my town, Jacksonville, and accept the Republican nomination for president in August, I believe it is. So Ron DeSantis, he got to keep shit open until that motherfucker get here, do his thing, and leave, I think. But in the meantime, we catching, I don't know, we catching thousands of more cases, at a time, and he can't seem to do anything about it until at least Donald Trump come and leave. I'm thinking that's what's happening. I mean, he got a mandatory face mask order out there, but I was out the other day, and, I've seen people violating the fuck out of that, But it's like I said in them earlier videos that I put up about this thing, man. Do what they ask you to do. Deal with the minor inconveniences. Damn, I hit my microphone. Deal with the minor inconveniences and ride the thing out. Now, in the beginning, when they gave people that little $1,200 stimulus check, you had one free month, Now, I ain't going to say it like that. You had 1 month where you got a little help from the government. But since then, the government ain't been helping anybody, And eventually, all of that grace period on mortgages and rents and things, and that unemployment, eventually that's gonna run out, and the country gonna fall off a fucking cliff, just in time for the election. Now, something could be done about this shit at any time. I mean, the Congress of the United States could stop this at any time by doing the universal basic income and Medicare for all, right here, right now, right? And then, of course, clamping down on this coronavirus thing, whatever it is, for real, and just, making it mandatory that everybody stay in their house and wear their masks and blah, 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 whatever they got to do. I'm not with the vaccine shit, though. I'm telling you right now. But the point is, the government, if it really wanted to, could get this shit under control without the help of Donald Trump. Because you could you could pass a legislation in the House and Senate, and Donald Trump won't sign it. You can override his veto. But I digress, because there's always Mitch McConnell. But I digress again. But what I'm saying is this. In 1979, when Jimmy Carter was dealing with the Iran hostage crisis, I might have talked about this before, but Jimmy Carter was dealing with the hostage crisis. I think it went on for 444 days, something like that. There was a deal behind closed doors with the Iranians in the Ronald Reagan camp to hold on to the hostages until after the election. So I'm saying that. Watch after this election. The coronavirus all of a sudden starts to get better and better and better. But they got to force Donald Trump out of office. They got to keep the economy in the toilet. They got to keep pumping the coronavirus. Got to keep playing that pandemic card. You got to keep that going. Now, I ain't saying the pandemic isn't real. I ain't saying that. All I'm saying is they can stop it anytime they want to, but they won't because they want the economy to be in the toilet at the time of the election. They want unemployment to be high, really high, at the time of the election, because all Donald Trump really got to run on was the economy. Something that, to me, All right? Well, my uneducated self is, it's kind of, you can control it and you can push it any way you want to when you manipulate money the way our society does. So the economy, you can weaponize the fucking economy, which is what I think is happening right now, to force Donald Trump out of office. Because you're driving down his approval ratings, and he all about the ratings. And this dude is under 30%? No, he's under 60%. Under. In other words, 60% of the country disapproves of the way Donald Trump is running the economy. There, that's how it goes. All right, forgive me on that stutter step there. So, in other words, he ain't doing so good. And the only way for him to change any of that is for the economy to bounce back and the jobs reappear and the coronavirus goes away. But like I said, the powers that be, the real powers that really want to get rid of this fool, not because they want a different policy, because they all agree on the policy. They just want him and his family out the fucking White House. Because he's such an embarrassment. He's such a divisive individual. He got the country at each other's throats. He's a goddamn molester of women. He was tight with Jeffrey Epstein. If you couldn't think of a worse motherfucker to have in the White House right now. And he pushing the same policies that any other Republican would push, and any other Democrat for that matter. But he's just such an ugly individual until he's got to go. So that's what's happening. You should look for it to be, carried out through the rest of the year. 2020 is already gone. You can write 2020 off. I'm telling you right now. So, keep your motherfucking head up, right? Black people turn inward during this time. Because shit is going to get worse before it gets better. Shit is going to get worse before it gets better. But it is going to get better. This too shall pass. But it's the perfect time for black people. It's the perfect time for black people to stay united and stay on code. Because if you black in this country and you don't know that nobody else gives a fuck about you except other black people, then you are clearly deluded. You don't want to know. You don't want to face fucking reality. But the reality is, shit about to get worse. Economically, politically, racially, shit about to get worse. And you do whatever you got to do to deal with it. You tool up. You know what I mean? You save your money. You start your business. You reconnect with your loved ones. But you turn inward during this time. And then when we come out the other end, we'll be much better for it. Because we'll understand, ain't nobody got our back. Nobody. So that's what's up. Anyway, I'm going to cut this one short tonight because it's late as fuck. And I guess I'll catch y'all on the next one, TC, and I'm out.